Hello, favorite people. You guys said you wanted me to react to more in-game soccer videos, not just the soccer fans. So I found a video that's called the top 10 insane World Cup moments. I apologize, but I've never seen a single World Cup. I don't even think I've seen an official football game. So this is going to be my very first reaction to actual footage of soccer. So let's get into it. I assume they're going to have teams like... In fact, the only teams I really know are Real Madrid and the two names Ronaldo and Messi. I don't really know much about soccer, honestly, so get ready for this. Subscribe if you're new here, check out my other sports videos, they're all in the sports playlist. Like the videos so I can do more in the future, and I know you guys like them, and DM me video requests over on Instagram. Here we go, the top 10 insane World Cup moments. Let's get it.
The beautiful game can get a little ugly.
FIFA.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down the top 10 most insane World Cup moments.
The jerseys are nice.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Yeah.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most controversial calls and unsporting moments from previous FIFA World Cup tournaments. Single moments from a match, entire matches themselves, or ongoing narratives from throughout a given tournament will all be considered.
Okay, the only thing that I could think of that would be like crazy is like a bad call by a ref, someone getting kicked out of the game, someone scoring a goal that they shouldn't have been able to score, like just moments that are unpredictable. So let's see.
Number 10, Lampard's goal not given versus Germany, World Cup 2010.
Heads are in hands, the volume of the country turned down.
England fans, this could yet sting a bit. Though the Germans took a 2-0 lead in the first 32 minutes of the Three Lions World Cup 2010 round of 16 matchup with De Manshaft, Matthew Upson clawed one back in the 37th minute. On the stroke of halftime, Frank Lampard's long-range screamer crashed off of the crossbar and landed in the net.
A lot of soccer talk. Crossbar, screamer. I assume a screamer is like someone who cuts across the field and like goes for a goal. Like he cuts across and kicks it towards the goal, I think.
2 to 3 feet past the goal line. Neither the linesman nor the referee believed that the ball was in, thus robbing England of what could have been a game-changing moment.
It looked in there.
Although they ended up losing, Lampard takes solace in the fact that this moment changed football forever, and goal line technology was introduced to the tournament at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil.
Good. At least
Number
there's
9,
change.
Rovaldo's facial injury. World Cup 2002. The champions from the 2002 World Cup, Brazil, had one of the most naturally gifted teams of all time, with the likes of Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rovaldo, Denilson, and more among their ranks. In the case of Rovaldo, however, he's not the most convincing actor. In Brazil's group stage match against Turkey, leading 2-1 in second half stoppage time, Rovaldo was going about taking a corner kick for the Seleção a little too leisurely. To expedite the process, Turkish player Hakan Ünsal kicked the ball at Rovaldo, clearly hitting him in the leg. Rovaldo went down clutching his face in agony. Ünsal was given his marching orders, and later, upon reviewing tape of the incident, Rovaldo was handed a fine from FIFA for conning the referee.
When like trying to we have a thing in the US for basketball called flopping. It's where you're not actually getting fouled. You put your body onto the opponent and then like make it seem like you're getting fouled. He basically just did the exact same thing, flopping, like a fake assault, fake injury during the game, and he got fined for it. That's wild. During a World Cup game too.
Nuremberg, World Cup 2006. No, we're not talking about the events from Germany in 1945, but from 2006.
What happened in
Portugal
1945?
and Holland can officially say that they took part in the dirtiest game in World Cup history. The tone was set early when Dutch grinder Mark van Bommel received a yellow in the second minute for a foul on Cristiano Ronaldo.
2 minutes,
then, Ronaldo was targeted again in the 7th from Khalid Boularus.
Okay, clearly though, it's what's his first name? I don't know his first name. Ronaldo Messi. It's Ronaldo Messi. He has a huge target on his back. So I guess the way they were looking at it is get the best player out of the game, and then we have a chance to beat them. I mean, it makes sense, but it's kind of bad sportsmanship.
A flurry of cards flew from referee Valentin Ivanov's pocket as the Russian handed out a total of 16 yellows and sent off 4 players. A record for cards shown in a FIFA international tournament.
Wow.
On average, players were getting booked every 5.5 minutes. Number 7,
crazy.
A little help for the hosts. World Cup 2002. The 2002 World Cup in Korea and Japan was considered one of the most controversial tournaments due to some suspect refereeing in favor of the co-hosts, South Korea. First, South Korea eliminated Italy after referee Byron Moreno first disallowed a perfectly legal goal for Italy, and then sent off their star Francesco Totti for what he deemed to be a dive.
Yeah. Some foul play going on.
Then, in the next round, Korea eliminated Spain thanks in part to two perfectly legal Spanish goals being disallowed by referee Gamal Algandor.
So what makes a goal disallowed? Or like, is it the way that a kick or a player kicks the ball, the way it goes into the goal? What if it goes into the goal? It goes into the goal, no? And I say no, like as a question. How can a goal be contested? You know, it's a clear goal. The ball went in the goal area. The fuck?
Moreno, who officiated the Italy match, was banned after a year for crooked refereeing, while Algandor retired shortly after the tournament once he was accused of accepting bribes.
See, look at y'all. Was it worth it? Freaking scum. That's disgusting.
Number 6, Spitgate, World Cup 1990.
Spitgate.
There's a lot to cover here, so stick with us. West Germany and the Netherlands faced off in the World Cup 1990 round of 16, with the great German goalscorer Rudi Völler in their ranks. Völler was fouled by the tough-tackling Frank Rijkaard, who was booked for the incident. As Völler was setting himself for the ensuing free kick, Rijkaard spat in Völler's hair.
Ew.
Völler complained to the referee and was given a yellow for complaining. In trying to avoid a collision with German keeper Hans van Breukelen, the Dutch players thought Völler dived. Thus, Rijkaard grabbed Völler by the ear and stamped on his foot. The referee sent both players off, and Rijkaard spat on Völler once again on the way to the locker rooms. Classy.
The dude who did the spitting twice now needs to be fined. And I feel like the other dude who retaliated for the dive and pulled the ear and stomped on the foot only did it for retaliation because nobody, called anything for the spitting. Okay, we're in the Middle East here.
5. The Sheikh Says, World Cup 1982. France had a fantastic attacking team during the 1982 World Cup in Spain.
Sorry to keep pausing. We haven't talked about, with soccer, since it is such a worldwide sport, the different amounts of culture and just presence for each game. Like, you see all those dudes, and he called him a sheik, with the red thingamajig, and, they're a very conservative culture. So how would that be someone from a team from the Middle East, or even, like he said, Turkey, going against a Western team? It's such a huge clash of culture from opposite realms. That's crazy. That'd be interesting to see.
Al-Ahmad Al-Saba had
an
idea as to how to stop them during their group stage matchup. The, shall we say, charismatic sheikh pulled his Kuwaiti team off of the pitch because he claimed France scored a goal that shouldn't have stood, citing whistles from the crowd.
I'm sorry, is the sheik like a king or something? Who cares what he's saying? Let the people play soccer. No disrespect, but okay, you don't like the goal, doesn't matter.
His nation's team. He stormed onto the pitch and a ruckus ensued. Believe it or not, the referee succumbed to the pressure from the sheikh and disallowed the goal, though France still went on to win 4-1. This moment remains the first and so far only time a member of the crowd contributed to the disallowing of a goal.
That's straight up BS. I know some of y'all are going to disagree with me in the comments, but this is just stupid. What's a sheikh, and who gives him the power to say, I don't like that my team is losing, turn around? And hello, referee, you had no backbone. I gotta know the dynamic, though. What's a sheikh? What power does he hold? Because clearly it's a lot if he can make them take away a goal from the other team. But that's messed up.
4. Uruguayan Handball, World Cup 2010.
Handball.
In the 2 World Cup tournaments Uruguayan striker Luis Suarez is featured in, he has provided us with some memorable moments. Of course, in the 2014 edition of the World Cup, Suarez took a bite out of his opponent, Giorgio Chiellini. However, we're going with his antics from the 2010 World Cup, which some deem to have been one of the most unsporting moments in tournament history. With Uruguay and Ghana tied 1-1 in the last minute of extra time in their quarterfinal matchup, Suarez used his hands to save what would have been the winner for Ghana, thus receiving a red card.
Get him out of here.
Ghana failed to convert the ensuing penalty and lost the shootout as well, vindicating...
That's so messed up. No, I would be pissed if I were a Ghanaian or a fan of Ghana's team. That was clearly going to be a goal, and homie dived in with a red card, doing the hand motion, whatever. That was clearly a goal. They should have got the point there. The only reason they did it is because he dove in front of it. and a penalty kick. Now he's missed it. They lost the game because of that. That's not fair. This is not... Oh, man.
Suarez's decision. Well, in his eyes. Number 3,
I guess, though, the Uruguayan team can't even be mad at him because he got them the whatever tournament, championship, whatever. But that should have been to Ghana. The hand of God, let's see.
Of God. World Cup 1986. Diego Maradona was far and away the best player in world football at the time of the 1986 World Cup in Mexico.
Hey?
But he needed a hand in order to drag his Argentinian team past England in the quarterfinals. Before he went on to score what some call the goal of the century to make it 2-1 for our...
Sorry, but I'm looking at the thighs and the cheeks. Soccer players are fit.
Maradona's
probably all the cardio.
Most controversial goal of the century. Jumping to compete for a cross with English keeper Peter Shilton, Maradona used his hand to divert the ball into the goal.
Handball.
Both the referee and linesman failed to see the illegality of his maneuver, and the goal stood.
Dang.
After the match, Maradona told reporters that he was helped by the hand of God.
Boy, don't bring God into your mess. That was your hand and you did something illegal. Sit down. Zizou goes out with a bang. Oh no.
Zizou goes out with a bang.
Zizou.
World Cup 2006. Going into the 2006 World Cup, football fans knew that the tournament would be the last that they would ever see of the silky French maestro, Zinedine Zidane. One of the greatest players to grace the game, Zidane led France to the...
Soccer players have like the most glamorous names, and they're doing the most like rough work, but their names are so majestic. Zidane di Zidane, Ronaldo Messi, Francialo Brugu... I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say.
Finals, which was the second of his career, and the final match he would ever take part in.
Dang.
In a moment of madness that will never be forgotten, Zidane headbutt Italian defender Marco Materazzi in the chest.
Menace to society. Get him out of here.
Red card in the 110th minute of extra time, thus putting an early end to his career. France went on to lose the final in a penalty shootout, leaving French fans wondering what could have been if Zizou kept his head.
Yeah.
Number 1, the coma-inducing collision. World Cup 1982. The 1982 World Cup was an interesting tournament for the French. After slipping out of the group stages, they found themselves face-to-face with West Germany in the semi-finals. In a close match that eventually ended 3-3 before the shootout.
Question. There's a lot of talk about Germany throughout this video. How did the World Wars affect Germany and soccer and sports? And the World Cup, the Olympics, all that. I know some history about the Olympics and like they didn't want to attend if black people were going to be there, or they believed they should win everything because they were the superior race or whatever that nonsense was. But again, how did the World Wars and all that history affect Germany's playing in soccer and relationships around the world in sports? That'd be an interesting reaction.
Defender Patrick Battiston was brought onto the pitch as a substitute. After just 10 minutes, he found himself one-on-one with German keeper Harald Schumacher. Schumacher made no attempt at playing the ball, choosing instead to jump hip-first into Battiston's head. A goal kick was awarded, and for his efforts, Battiston lost 3 teeth, damaged a few vertebrae, needed oxygen on the pitch, and went straight to the hospital. Michel Platini claims that he thought Battiston was dead, as he was pale and had no pulse. Later that day, Battiston slipped into a coma. Thankfully, Battiston ended up making a full recovery. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy all things...
I love how we just heard about a guy nearly dying, and it's thanks for watching. Man. Like, I feel like there's an extent. Yeah, you can have passion. Yeah, you can want to win the game, but don't put your opposing team or even your own teammates or yourself in danger of losing your life. No, to some of you would disagree with this, but I feel like no point is worth a human life. No goal is worth a human life. So, that in mind, like the video, subscribe if you're new here. Let me know what other soccer content you want to check out. Are you interested in like seeing how Germany interacts and how they fit into the rest of the world in the realm of sports after the World Wars? I'm sure it was difficult for them. Let's see. Let's react. Bye!